Hi, welcome to AFTV. I got Marty with me. We've just beaten Luton Town 2-0 here at the Emirates. Marty, my friend, listen, always well spoken when it comes to Arsenal. I need to ask you, a lot of people are talking about boring United goes, boring Arsenal, but we won the game, clean sheet. What more do people want?
So, from where I'm standing and what I understand about boring Arsenal, that won us championships, right?
Facts.
That's where that saying comes from.
Yeah.
And if it wins championships, I mean, Jose Mourinho did it, parking the bus, and he won multiple championships. It's about getting 3 points at the end of the day. It's about winning football games. And the one thing that I love about this football team right here, right now, is there's no point going to the Etihad playing a team that has scored in 53 consecutive games, 57, thank you, consecutive games at their place. And we go there and we shut them out. Like, they were camped outside our penalty box and they could not break us down, like, at all. You could have played 180 minutes.
For love nor money.
We ain't getting broken down. David Wright didn't really actually have that much to do. That's how good Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes were at the back, and Kiwior. And then, I'll be honest, when this team selection came out tonight, I was a little bit
worried.
I was, yeah. Not worried, but I remember I sat eating some food and it came out and I looked at my phone. I thought, 4 changes from that. This Arsenal starting 11 that have kind of cemented themselves into this. This is the team we go with. We play anyone with this team, and this is the team that, I'll be honest, I think can beat anyone on its day. But for me, Emil Smith-Rowe coming into this side after such a long layoff out of this team, starting, and he robbed that ball. Coming, steaming through the midfield, jacked him clean for that ball, passes it, Odegaard, onto Havertz. Havertz could have been greedy and puts it on a sixpence, and Odegaard back of the net. Now is that boring football?
No.
Because to me, that is silky, classy, scintillating football. That game, I understand that, but we got the 2-0 half time, we killed that game off. And then it's not a bad situation when you're bringing on Declan Rice. Do you know?
Were you worried for him coming on though? Because some people around me were like, "Why is he risking him?"
Bring him on, bring him on, bring a few of them on. We've got a few on the bench, just chuck them on. And this is it, the rotation and depth in this squad. This is something that I've been worried about in previous seasons when we haven't had this starting 11 of, right, this is the starting 11, like I said, and then you're changing it due to injury, or you're rotating it because now this busy end of the season that we're coming in, where you've got games every 3 days, every 4 days. There's a really intense period where you need to have that depth in the squad, and we've showed that we've got players that we can bring into that. I mean, and again, Zinchenko for me. Zinchenko's been out and he had some sort of bad games. Kiwior's gone in and sort of, let's say, taken his spot, but really cemented his place. He came in and he played really well. Havertz for me, Havertz is such a handful, and he's not a player that I would personally want to play against. He was in and around absolutely everywhere.
Has he paid off his 65 million price tag and his 230 grand a week, whatever it is?
Mate, all day long. All day long. And I'm going to say this, and this is a really bold statement, and I can see him and the role that he plays.
Go on.
And this is a bit, I'm probably going to get absolutely smashed for this, right? Turning in to a Dennis Bergkamp kind of player over years. I'm not saying next week. I'm saying over a period of time, because the way he holds up the ball, it's what he does off the ball, the aerial duels. And he's a nasty player. He will get his elbows in. He will stamp on you. He will pull you around. And that sort of needle and bite you need when you had the Vieiras, the Petites, those sort of players that would put the boot in and that would really, that's the sort of stuff that's going to win you games. And then, like today, we're 2-0 up. And listen, that Luton Town team as well, they caused Tottenham some problems at the weekend.
Agreed.
And last night, the reverse fixture at their place, that was 4-3. We had to nick that in literally the dying seconds of the game. So they can score goals, they can be dangerous. Unfortunately for them, they're at the wrong end of the table and they are in a relegation dogfight. Hopefully, will they get out of it? Listen, that's not my problem. My problem is Arsenal winning the Premier League. Can this team go on and beat anyone on their day? Of course they can. Defensively, I think, look, I am going to look ahead. Brighton, you need to be going to Brighton and you need to be picking up points at Brighton.
100%.
I'm not saying we need to go and smash them 5-0. We need to, if it's a boring Arsenal, go and get the 3 points, and then Bayern Munich come in here. This is a tough place to come. Teams are not scoring goals against us at the minute. We are keeping clean sheets. We're tight at the back. We're defensively sound. The midfield's operating like a well-oiled machine. So, you know, I'm very confident moving forward in this and seeing this depth and rotation. And you've got to give it to Mikel Arteta. He has created this team, him, Edu, and the Cronkies as well, who have backed and put a lot of money into this team, right? And they got absolutely slaughtered for it at that time. And now we're seeing again the fruition of what they've done, and we're starting to see, can we go on and win a title? Of course we can. Can we win the Champions League? Of course we can. Yeah, we can. We've got the team to do it. We just went to the Etihad. Now imagine in the Champions League we beat, you know, Man City 1-0 here, and then we went to the Etihad in the second leg and kept it 0-0. Those are the games. That's how you need to win games. You're not going to go on to beat these sorts of teams, the Bayern Munich's 5-0s and 6-0s like we do Burnleys and West Hams and all that. It's not realistic. Well, it can happen.
Yeah,
we might do it.
So we're getting greedy. We're getting greedy now.
So we do. Yeah, we are getting greedy. But that is how I see this Arsenal team at the moment. It's set up very well. We've got rotation. I think we've answered the questions defensively. You know, David Raya,
silently going about his business.
£30 million goalkeeper, and we ain't even bought him yet. Do you know what I mean? I would, if I was Mikel Arteta, I'd be kind of slapping that cheque down on that counter tomorrow morning.
People would say that at City, sloppy passing and all that.
Listen. You're not going to hit every pass to someone's feet. But then, is he conceding goals? No, he's not. That's the point. A goalkeeper is there to not concede goals. It's not just the passes they make. It's the off the border stuff, the management of the defenders in front of you, and how you organise your defenders. And if you watch David Raya and you see how he commands his back four, he does an exceptional job at it, and he is very well tactically equipped to command his team, and that's what you need. That's what you've got in the goalkeepers, like your David Seamans, your Jens Lehmanns, the big characters, and he is a big character, and you can see it in his confidence. You can just see how he commands his area.